I've always had a complex spine practice where I see difficult problems, failed problems where they might have been treated somewhere else, maybe had surgery somewhere else and it didn't do anything, and or complications, or people that need that complex second opinion. People that come see me usually are here for a consultation for 60 to 90 minutes for their spine. We look at all the images. Nothing happens fast. It's very detailed. And the idea for that sort of concierge spine second opinion came to me during my training. A colleague of mine, John Fiola, was ahead of me. He was a resident back in Washington, D.C. And he told me about these doctors he knew in Manhattan who would do these half-day consultations. They would dig deep and really get to know every aspect of a patient, because it's in that last minute of a very long time with a patient where you might pick up a clue that tells you everything. So I do some of that, and I treat those patients still because, medicine is pattern recognition, and I've treated spine problems for so long that I can usually figure 99% of them out. And then with the rest of my practice, which is growing now, is my regenerative medicine practice, which encompasses treating the spine with non-traditional means. So traditional would be sort of physical therapies or chiropractic care or acupunctures or even medications or spinal injections, all the way up through surgery for the spine. But my patients came to me, many patients, and said, many of those injections and medications and therapies didn't help. What's next? And I'd say, well, the next thing on the menu is surgery. We should look at the options. Oh, wait, doc, I'm not ready for surgery. I hurt, but I don't want surgery. I said, oh, great, because I really didn't want to offer it to you unless you had to have it. So they would say to me, well, how about this? How about lasers? How about so-and-so? How about stem cells? And you hear stem cells enough times and you listen to them. And luckily, chance favors the prepared mind. You may have heard that before. So I have an undergraduate background, as I mentioned, in sort of this biology. So instead of going to these annual spine surgery and neurosurgery meetings where people pat themselves on the back for doing the same things year after year after year that they've been doing since the 1940s, and legitimately in spine surgery, it has not changed thematically since the 40s. You're either making more room or you're locking the spine together in a fusion. Those are the two options. I started going to different meetings and conferences and re-educating and bring stem cells as a new tool into my practice. Now, we refer to that, of course, as regenerative medicine. There are other aspects of regenerative medicine, but when we talk about stem cells, that's really kind of the general theme of that. So now I see people who are looking at regenerative medicine options to help avoid surgery, but not just for the spine, because this has blossomed into treating other musculoskeletal structures, joints, big joints, small joints. We even have things we do for inflammatory conditions and health and wellness, and things that help slow the degenerative and aging process of cells. And when you do that, you're slowing the degenerative and aging process of the body. So that is now the exciting sort of version 2.0 of what I'm doing with most of my day.
Before we dive back into this incredible conversation, there are a couple of exciting opportunities with disruptive doctors that I want to share with you guys. First, if you're a doctor who's thinking about moving into a non-clinical career but don't know where to start, or even if you're a doctor who's on the fence thinking if you should leave medicine or stay, the Non-Clinical Career Pathfinder by Disruptive Doctors is designed specifically for you. The problem why we doctors think that there's no opportunities for us out there is because we've been trained in sick care all our lives, but that's not true. Healthcare is a huge ocean. What you learn in this workshop is discovering yourself, where to find all the opportunities within healthcare, your game plan, and insights from me and Vivek on how to do it. And the best part is it comes with a 14-day guarantee. By the end of this workshop, you gain so much clarity on what you need to do, or if staying in medicine or leaving for non-clinical practice is for you. Our proven framework has helped more than 1,000 doctors on finding a fulfilling career. So stop wasting your time trying to figure it out all on your own in the dark. So sign up for our next workshop on our website. Next, mark your calendar for Disruptive Doctors Annual Conference and Exhibition. It's happening this 20th and 21st of September. This conference isn't about fitting into label. It's about expanding what is possible in healthcare and reimagining the doctor's role in it. This is where forward-thinking doctors come together to drive real change in healthcare. For those who refuse to settle, this flagship event brings together doctors from diverse backgrounds to explore fresh approaches, share ideas, and connect with a community of doctors to impact healthcare differently. Remember to get your tickets on our website at disruptive-doctors.com/conference 2025. And finally, if you haven't already, please download the Disruptive Doctors app. It is a global hub where you can connect, collaborate, share experiences with doctors across the globe, and you don't have to be limited by geography. This is more than an app, it's a movement. So be part of the community of doctors who are impacting healthcare differently. And also, can you do me a huge favor? If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please be sure to subscribe because it's subscribers like you that help us bring better guests for you. So whether it's the workshop, the conference, the app, or just subscribing to the channel, be sure to do it now. Now, let's get back to the conversation.
Join Disruptive Doctors. Oh, Disruptive Doctors. Impact